If you're a service-based business owner trying to market smarter, not harder, because that's what I'm always trying to do, Pinterest can really be your secret weapon, but only if you're using the right keywords. And unlike Instagram or TikTok, Pinterest is a visual search engine. It's a search marketing platform. That means that your dream clients are searching for exactly the thing that you offer. And keywords help you show up in all of those places. So here's how to build a keyword strategy that works for Pinterest without adding just like another thing to your to-do list. Why Pinterest SEO matters for service providers. Pinterest isn't just a place for recipes and DIY ideas. It's actually a powerful search engine where users actively are on there looking for inspiration, planning tools, and yes, services. And let me just be real specific, also local based services. So for all of you local service providers out there, female creatives like you, coaches, wedding pros, photographers, Pinterest can drive months and oftentimes even years. Like in my situation, I have years and years of traffic coming from pins I created 8 and even 9 and sometimes 10 years ago. I think I shared that in another video, a pin that I created 10 years ago, still driving traffic, still one of my top pin producers, if you will. And this happens because of keywords. Unlike content that disappears after 24 hours, Pinterest pins are evergreen. The right keyword will help you to get discovered by your ideal client when she's in the mood to save, plan, or book. So, what are long tail keywords and why should you even care? Right? Like one more thing to learn. But long tail keywords are specific phrases or nowadays with AI, it's coming into like paragraphs, if I'm being honest, that describe exactly what your ideal client is searching for. Think of the difference between Pinterest marketing. It's a short tail keyword and it's highly competitive, although I still try to target that on occasion. But instead, maybe Pinterest marketing tips for wedding photographers. Or you may have noticed on my YouTube channel after the last 3 months, I'm talking all about female service providers. I am niching down, and it feels like the more I niche down, the better my traffic is. And that's the truth, right? It's because you're using long tail keywords and they're niche friendly. So long tail keywords have less competition and really a higher intent. And that means that you're more than likely to rank than to not rank, and also attract clients who are closer to that spot of hiring you. So they may be interested in this, but if you're super targeted and people are online searching for that specific thing, and keep in mind too that when you search on Google, you'll notice Pinterest comes up in that search. All of your work on Pinterest will also work on Google. It's amazing, but you will notice that the people that are drawn to you are much closer to actually hiring you and working with you than not. So, how do you find the right Pinterest keywords? Well, I have a shortcut for you that I'll talk about later, but for right now, start by searching on Pinterest just like your client would. Pretend that you're a client looking for your services. What would you type in there? Most people, when it's a local, like a photographer, a local service provider, when people look me up, they look for photographer San Jose or San Jose photographer, but the keywords that are going to be magic are San Jose brand photographer, right? Just basically type the topic into the search bar and take note of the following. Number one, what are the auto suggests? What pops up in that search? When you go to search, there'll be a drop down menu and it'll have some items that pop up. You want to write those down. Guided tiles. Also, they call them search bubbles. They're the colorful bubbles. Some people have them, some people don't, that appear just under that search bar. Those are also keyword gold. Then also you want to go to the Pinterest trends. Now you can do that by going where the analytics is, like up to the top left, like you're going to your analytics and you can find the trends there, or you can type trends.pinterest.com right in the search bar and it'll pop up. It'll have you sign into your Pinterest so it can give you really detailed information. So this way you can see what's seasonal or what's gaining traction, basically what's popular right now. Pro tip. Repeat this process using terms your clients would search for, not just industry terms that you're familiar with. And I've said this a couple times, but I want to point out that if you're a photographer, sometimes we'll call it e-sessions. I don't, but often photographers will call them e-sessions, meaning engagement sessions. If you use keywords like that are industry specific, nobody's going to know what you're talking about. And 90% of your ideal clients are never going to search for that name. So just as a heads up, make sure that you're doing that. And just kind of right here in the middle, I have one free thing and I have one thing that is paid that can help you with all of this. I still have some more tips, but one thing for free is in my Pinterest vault. You can go ahead and download for free a keyword builder that will help you to have a place that you can write or type, because it is a Google spreadsheet, into that document so that when you're pinning, you can use that document. And that's free. You can get that at learn.jenvasquez.com/resources. But also, if you're like, oh my gosh, I totally need to do this, but I don't really want to do it, that's where this service comes in. So this is a new service I just created and I'm very excited. I am doing this now because I know that September, October, and November are the times that photographers in particular, but also service providers tend to have a little bit more downtime, unless you're a family photographer, in which case that's busy season. But I digress. If you really want to finally turn Pinterest into your biggest lead marketing or lead generating machine without wasting a ton of hours guessing what to post, then you can stop stressing, because I've created Pinfluence, which is basically a power clean or a power setup. You want to have all your boards optimized. You want to have your Pinterest profile optimized. You want an extensive list of long tail keywords to use when using Pinterest. We are going to do this for you. And you can find out more at the link below at learn.jenvasquez.com/Pinfluence. Check that out. But let's get right back into our tips. First thing that you want to do is you want to build your Pinterest keyword bank. Now that you have ideas, start a simple keyword bank. Again, you can get that free one from me. But here's the thing, you want to have like your core topics. So like I have Pinterest marketing, I have brand photography, I have marketing workflow, and AI. Those are my big sort of topics. You want to make sure you have your core topics sort of in all of the headers on that free document you can download. And then you want to add all of the information that you get in your research when you're in Pinterest doing these searches to find out all the other ways people say the things that you think they're looking for. In that drop-down menu, those are the top search results about that search term that you researched in there. So things like how to grow your coaching business with Pinterest, things like that, right? Then you want to have these seasonal phrases like Pinterest trends or fall weddings. Having a go-to bank of keywords, whether electronic or physical paper. My clients and my students prefer different things. So I always say, get it all in that document, but save it electronically so you can just peek at it anytime you're doing pinning work. But having that go-to bank of keywords helps you to pin faster, no second guessing or overthinking. And every piece of content that you're making, because you're thinking about those long tail keywords, are already on this list that you don't have to keep in your head. You can just pull from there to make this content. So where are you going to use your keywords on Pinterest? Well, a lot of places, when you look that up, you're going to have your typical list of pin titles, pin descriptions, board titles and descriptions, your Pinterest profile. And yes, that's great. That's an accurate list, but I go to the nth degree. If you want to go to the nth degree, you want to make sure you're using keywords in your name on Pinterest. You want to make sure that the graphic, the name of the graphic, when you save it from Canva, you're going to save it in a way that has keywords in that name of that document. All of those areas are searchable. In fact, I don't know any area of Pinterest that isn't searchable. So make sure that when you optimize it, if you don't do something like a Pinfluence, Power Clean, you want to make sure that you're doing all of this work, because every time you do work on Pinterest, you want to make sure that your keywords are front and center and that these are the things that people are searching for. That makes them that much more effective. You also want to keep it natural. You're writing for humans. You're not writing for AI or robots, right? So don't skip out on keywords. Pinterest relies heavily on them to serve your content up to the right people, and make sure that if you're making 5 pins for a blog, you don't want to use the same keywords on all 5 pins. You want to diversify that marketing. You want to have keywords here, different keywords over here, all leading to the same content, but taking a little different spin on it, so you have the best opportunity for people to find your pins. So make Pinterest work for you on autopilot. That's the key, right? Creating a keyword rich Pinterest strategy doesn't have to be complicated at all. With a bit of upfront research and a simple marketing workflow or system, you can show up to your dream clients in their search results again and again and again. And again, if you want help creating that done for you keyword bank and weekly workflow, then definitely check out Pinfluence, because I would absolutely love to help you with that. Have a great day, and I'll see you next week.